Uh-oh.
And a welcome in to Fort Dodge inside the Harlan and Hazel Rogers complex at Veterans Field. John Swisher, Kevin Shookman, the Hall of Fame softball coach, along with me this morning for Independent Softball, our final game of the year for the Mustangs, who lost that tough one at West Delaware yesterday afternoon by the score of 8-2, as Independence comes in with a record of 30-12 in their 43rd game here, 43rd and final, second year in a row at the state tournament. They went 1-1 last year as well, as they lost to Sergeant Bluff Luton and then beat Charles City in this consolation game 8-4. Today it's Denison Schleswig, and Kevin Shookman, always tough to come back the day after in consolation game. When you coach, it used to be 2 consolation games. Now the different format, it's only 1. So tough for these Mustangs, but emotional day and a good day for these consolation games to have one last game to play, and for these seniors, the parents, to go through this one more time, even though it's tough for them, but one more experience here at the state level, and not many teams can say they are able to do this, and it's an accomplishment.
Everybody but the top 4 teams wish they were here. No one comes here to play a consolation game. And a lot of times what you'll see is you see a little bit of a flat play early on, and then the girls all decide, you know what, we're here to play, we're here to win, and then you see a little bit of a spark midway through, and then the other team sparks up, and then you've got them back to where they're going. The nice thing is it's not just one and done. They get to play one more time. They get to say goodbye. And both these teams are senior dominated. I think both might have 7 seniors on their rosters. So, it's a nice way to say goodbye. Do I miss the consolation playing out all 3? Yeah, it's kind of fun to stick around here and play 3 games. But I understand, they go to 5 classes. That's a lot of ball games, and I think it really precipitated from the fact that one year there was a lot of rainouts. And they just said, we got to do away with some of these consolation games just in case. Yeah. So
Independence 6 seniors, I should say, 9 seniors for Denison Schleswig, is 15 total here today playing their final games, as Denison Schleswig is a 26-14 team, as they lost in first round play yesterday to the number 1 seed Carlisle, who will take on West Delaware later on this afternoon at 3:30. Denison Schleswig, second place in their conference, as the Hawkeye at 10. They're 15-5. Kevin Dowles, the head coach, is 11th year, 267 and 132 as the second state tournament for the Monarchs of Denison Schleswig, as it's the second in a row. They placed 8th in 2013. As inside the circle, Mackenzie Hupke is her mom, Heather Hupke, the 5th-year head coach, as 118 wins, 84 losses. As our umpires here, Daryl Erickson, Phil Cressy, and Dirk Sorensen for this consolation game. And we are underway at 11:29, a minute early here. And Mackenzie Hupke has Hearn, Myborg, and Hush around her in the outfield. Puffett, Davis, Beatty, and Zeezer behind her in the infield. Officials to catch her.
Hupke's coming out right away, not showing any signs of wear, throwing 63 miles an hour on that last drop ball.
This one is fouled up and out of play. The count's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. As yesterday, Hupke, unlike herself, but the Hawks' offense was unbelievably aggressive, jumped on her, especially in that 6th inning when they scored, or 4th inning when they scored 6 runs. Here's a little popper left side. The third baseman, Puffett, will get to it. And the pop out for out number 1, as Hupke yesterday allowing 12 hits, 8 runs, as the Hawks stranded 7 runners on base. Independence yesterday, their offense, 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors against Macy Kleitsch, who was pretty dominant inside the circle at times. That game lasted an hour and 24 minutes yesterday in round 1. As here is a strike to get ahead of the number 2 batter, Reagan Anderson, as Alex Moore popped out. Sarah Heilson is waiting in the on-deck circle here on another nice day, not too humid, not too hot. Comfortable summer weather here in July in Iowa, much more than last week. Here's a little popper right side. There's going to be a foul ball in the fence to our right. For strike 2, no balls, 2 strikes.
It's been an outstanding tournament. It's going to continue that way the rest of the week. No rain, no heat, no humidity. It's just been ideal.
As there is strike 3. Anderson looking at the 3rd strike for the 2nd out. And it brings up Sarah Heilson. As Denison Schleswig Class 4A, 12 of 48 is 12th of 48 4A schools. Denison Schleswig enrollment of 569. That's Independence, much smaller than that, as they are 386. As 4A, 38 of 48. That's the 2-0 count here. The third batter, Sarah Heilson. Heilson, the pitcher for the Monarchs.
Hupke's just getting warmed up. Now she's starting to heat up under the 64-mile-an-hour fastball.
There's a line drive down the line. Going to be a foul ball. 2 feet to the left of that foul line, halfway down between third base and the foul pole at Veterans Field here, the Consolation Diamonds here at Rogers Park in Fort Dodge, maintained by the Fort Dodge Parks and Rec. There's a ground ball left side, scooped up by the shortstop Davis. He'll send it over to the 6-3 ground out route. Number 3, we go to bottom half of the first. Mustangs coming up here in the Consolation game for the first time. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
Pete Small Engine Repair are proud to support all the area athletes and coaching staff. For all your small engine purchases, repairs, and rebuilds, call the Small Engine Experts, Pete Small Engine Repair. Good luck, go teams!
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you.
Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa, located at 225 West Main Street in Manchester and 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton.
Kramer Brothers Dairy Supply are your dairy experts in Monticello. Best of luck to all area athletes, teams, coaching staff, and fans from Kramer Brothers Dairy Supply in Monticello.
This is Phil from Gateway Appliance. We service most major brands of appliances, and we are Manchester's exclusive KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, and Amana dealer. Stop in and see us today in the Big Blue Building on West Main in Manchester, or call 563-927-3200.
Delhi Lumber has products for every home and every budget. Delhi Lumber carries Midland doors, which are one of the best values around. You can see Midland doors today or call Delhi Lumber at 563-922-2404 for more information. Your Midland overhead door dealer, Delhi Lumber. Big town quality with small town service.
Eastern Iowa's variety station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Along with in-studio producer Rob Edwards back in Manchester, John Swisher and Kevin Shookman with you from Fort Dodge. First of 3 games here, softball today. 4 games total from KMCH Sports. There's a line drive base hit into right center field. Those go all the way to the bottom of the fence. Abby Davis starts us off with a stand-up double. Davis had a hit yesterday and scored the first run of 2 in that first inning against West Delaware. As she starts things off here, Kaylee Hush will stand in now.
Tyler's been a pitcher, her strikeouts to walk ratio is kind of high. 249 strikeouts and 170 walks. But, you know, the big thing is, I'm looking here, she's got 21 hit batters. So she's probably got some control problems, and it makes her a little bit erratic. But sometimes that wildness makes her really effective, throwing about 55 miles an hour. So it's nothing that the Mustangs haven't seen already.
Davis, her 39th hit of the year, her 3rd double. So lefty stands in here. Kaylee Hush, the right fielder for the Mustangs, is a talented athlete. Hush, a 16-time state track and field qualifier. They quality athletes here for Independence, 2 state qualifiers in volleyball and softball the last couple years. As there is a 1-1 count here to Kaylee Hush as Heilson coming in with that 21-13 record, 2.61 ERA.
Outstanding senior class for Independence. Really did a lot with the athletic programs, up and down, you know, volleyball, track, softball, you know, as well. Basketball hasn't been too bad either.
This one rose up on her, and she swings underneath it. Hush goes down. The swinging strikeout round number 1 brings it Valley Joe Caesar now. As Caesar in that game yesterday had a hit and scored the 2nd run. She line drives this one left side, foul down the third base line for strike 1. All on the count to Allie Joe Caesar, coming in a 4.08 average for the Mustangs, as that hit yesterday was hit number 54. She leads the team, but quite some, and also RBI leader with 28. Right-handed batter Caesar stands back in. We're right behind home plate. Here on Veterans Diamond is a strike called right down the shoot that time. Die high for strike 2. 0-2 the count here to Allie Joe Caesar. For the Monarchs, Dow, Roush, and Carlson in the outfield. It's Pitt, Gassler, Anderson, Armijo on the infield. There's a bouncer left side. Shortstop, Gassler comes on, fires the first, not going to be in time. As getting the first safely is Caesar, showing her speed, beating it out. Runners on first and third, 1 down.
hard hopper. That first bounce hit this. This is kind of a softer diamond. It's unlike that red lime that they get up from Shakopee up at the numbered 1 and 2 diamonds. This is the traditional lime, and it's relatively soft, so anything you beat in the ground is going to roll rather softly to the infield. And then yet add on her speed, it's like she easily beat that out by a step and a half.
On a lower level type rec league ball games played here during the summertime. Fort Dodge Park and Rec. There's a ball inside off the plate to Mackenzie Hupke. She hops this one in foul territory. Not going to be able to get to it. Good hustle by Anderson, Armijo, and Carlson there. The trifecta, second, right, and first. Neither one of them able to get to it. The count's now 1-1 to Mackenzie Hupke, the outstanding senior. As Hupke yesterday went to 0 for 2. She walked and was stranded in that first inning. She comes in with 50 hits, a .391 hitter. The Division I commit headed to Drake University later on this summer to continue her athletic career and play softball for the Bulldogs. 1-1 the count here to Hupke. And there's a bouncer left side. High chopper picked up by the third baseman. Thrown over. Oh, my goodness. They just got triple play. They got 4 outs. They already had 1. They didn't need 3. They could have had 3. They got 3 outs on that. They only needed 2 of them. I've never seen anything like that before. So the third baseman fielded that, threw it over to first. She was on the bag. The runner, for some reason, thought it was caught. Right. She slides back in, tagged out. The first baseman, not realizing how many outs, throws it home, and that tags out the runner there. So 4 outs there. Only 2 of them count. We only needed 2. We go to the second, no score. As we're back into this from KMCH Sports.
I've never seen that. Wow.
Beaton Bender Manufacturing is a family-owned and operated business that has been a worldwide supplier of hydraulic shears and press brakes since 1972. Beaton Bender Manufacturing in Coggan is proud to support all area athletes and the coaching staff.
This is Dr. Tim Collier from Dental Associates of Manchester. We take pride in the environment we provide our patients with a caring attitude and unsurpassed comfort. For the kind, compassionate, and competent dental care you deserve, call us at 927-GRIN. Dental Associates of Manchester, creating healthy smiles for life.
Whether you are thinking of buying or selling your home, give Homefront Realty a call. We are here to be your advisor, negotiator, and facilitator in the real estate game. Homefront Realty will save you time so you can spend your time cheering on the Hawks. Call Homefront Realty at 927-2111.
Jay's Auto Supercenter in Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. That's Jay's Auto. Customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Jay's Auto! Your home for the best high school sports coverage in Eastern Iowa. Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Sean and Kevin back with you. And top of the second inning now here from Veterans Diamond. 0-2 the count to the fourth batter in this lineup for Denison Schleswig. As Paige Armijo swings through that one for the strikeout. Second one for Hupke today. One looking and one swinging so far. Kayla Roush now stands in for the Monarchs of Denison Schleswig. Denison, a town of 8,298. The county seat of Crawford County. Schleswig also in Crawford County. A population of 882. It's southwest Iowa and northwest of Des Moines along the Boyer River. Denison, Schleswig in Crawford County. A strike there, 1-1 the count to Kayla Roush. A swing and a miss there, up and in. She swung through it for strike 2. A balls, 2 strikes to Kayla Roush. 4, 5, 6 here, slated for the Monarchs in this top of inning number 2. A wacky end to the first inning there for the top of the second, the first inning, I should say. I get my innings confused. Bottom of the first there as Independence able to not get any runs in. And there's a ground ball right side. Beatty picks it up and throws it over to Zezer for the ground out. 4-3 for out number 2. So we had a ground out, and then the runner, Zezer, did not realize it hit the ground. It was a bouncer. She came back into first, got tagged out. So there was your 3 outs. Davis was stranded on. So 2 hits and 1 left on for Independence at the bottom of the first. No score here. 1-1 the count to Cambry Dow. D-A-U. Dow and Cambry, K-A-M-B-R-I-E. Never seen that first name. It's amazing how many sports we've covered over the years, and how many new creative first names keep on coming along the line, Kev.
I think you can thank the internet for that.
The society, social media.
Absolutely.
But I've never heard of a famous person as Cambry. There's a swing and a miss. Strike three. 3 strikeouts now for Upke. 1, 2, 3. Go to Monarchs. Bottom of the second we go. Back after this for KMC Sports.
This is Gene Vansky from Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester. For residential or commercial plumbing, cooling, and heating needs, and top-quality Lennox furnaces and air conditioners, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street, Manchester, or call 927-2232.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all of your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Insurance is a contract to protect what you value most, whether you're auto, home, business, health, and even your life. People's Insurance Agency, partnering with Heritage Mutual, has been protecting your assets for years. Please call your local insurance advisors located at 1212 West Marion Street. People's Insurance Agency delivers peace of mind.
Eastern Iowa's variety station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Kinsey officials lead things off here in the bottom of the second for Independence. 5, 6, 7 is slated for the Mustangs. Officials, Beatty, and Puffett. As Officials stands in, takes the ball down low. She was 0 for 3 yesterday. Strikeout, flyout, and a pop-out. Batting 5th in that game against the Hawks. There's a ball in the dirt. Inside, off the plate, ball 2. 2 balls.
That's an interesting, yesterday's game, you look in reflection of that. That's, the scouting reports were always done, and that's one of the tougher things when you come down here to Des Moines. Usually you're playing somebody from across the state, but those two teams extremely familiar with each other. And, sometimes if you've got a dominant pitcher that you can figure out early, that's had a major effect on the Hawks that being prepared for that ball game and coming and take care of business.
2 balls and 1 strike, and there's a ball just misses inside off the plate. Catcher was set up inside, and it looked good, of course, from the side in the dugout, but she was set up inside. It was right on the chalk. 3 balls, 1 strike here to Officials, leading things off. Mustangs had a couple runners on in that last inning. Couldn't get anything in. There's a grounder left side. Officials gonna beat it out. As I think Armijo maybe lifted her foot at the last second. He didn't say she was off the bag. What appeared from here is Officials able to get on first base on the infield hit. Second one of those for the Mustangs in 2 innings. Brooke Beatty will stand in now as we have a courtesy runner out at second at first base. Gabby Good, the junior, doing the courtesy running duties. As Good out there with nobody out. Brooke Beatty stands in as Beatty had a hit in that first inning, 2-run first inning yesterday against the Hawks, walked and then grounded out in that game yesterday.
What's interesting is happening after that first bounce, these ground balls with the Indies beating out, is the second, after the first hop, that ball's jumping up in the air about 5 to 6 feet. It's not your typical stand mountain low, and that's given those runners that much more time to get over there. So quick speed and bouncing balls here. Paying big benefits for Indy right now.
There's a flapper left side and foul ball off the bat of Brooke Beatty. Or to poke it left side, and it went foul. No balls and 2 strikes here. 78 degrees, feel like of 81. Busy at 58%. Light winds at 2 miles per hour from the southwest here at Fort Dodge inside the Rogers Sports Complex. As this is a ball up and out. The 50th year here at Fort Dodge. Been having state tournaments here since 1970, the 63rd overall as they started state tournament softball as all one class back in 1957. The 1-2, this is skied up and out of play.
I believe in 57, they might even been using the pitching mound at 36 feet at that time, or it was 38.
I'm sure a lot of rules have changed.
Yeah,
I wonder how many games they were playing in those days, too, because then it switched to 50, now it switched back to less games.
Right, well, they weren't playing 50 because not everybody had softball.
No.
Girl sports were slow and coming around back to that day.
Well, yeah, 57, a lot of them didn't. I mean, West Delaware didn't get into the late 60s, early 70s
right.
softball. Independence probably the same, 70s.
Right.
So, yeah, there was very few teams in those days to be able to play softball. There's a ball fouled into the fence, another foul ball. It's a battle here by Brooke Beatty, the second baseman. Runner on, nobody down here in this bottom of the second inning. No score from Veterans Diamond. as the Mustangs and the Monarchs of Denison Schleswig playing their final game of the 2019 campaign. Mustangs with their 30-12 mark, 26-14 is Denison Schleswig. As the 1-2, she slices this one left side out of play up and over the third base Mustang dugout. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That ball hit the pail of chalk over there, the big tin of chalk. A huge cloud of dust landed right in and exploded. Like
the 1-2 on the way to Beatty, and she gets a piece of it on the outside, protecting again as another foul ball.
Again,
stays 1-2.
Denison Schleswig shortstop's playing in the hole, closer to second. Third baseman's playing the line, and a lot of her hits, her foul balls are going to the left side. All she's got to do is punch one through that infield, and you'll have runners on first and third.
As she lays off of this one outside and too low, she's able to hold up her swing for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Monarchs have a crowd on hand here. The Mustangs, a good amount of their folks have stayed around. Monarchs have the bleachers behind us and to the right. And dominating the crowd so far here today. There's a swing and a miss. It dropped off the table outside, and Beatty swings over the top of it for the first out. As it brings up Mary Puppet now.
Hylison is thrown to that inside corner for righties and the outside corner to lefties. Has got a nice break there, and she's not afraid to challenge independents inside. Haven't seen a whole lot going outside, and just sticking with the main game that she's been throwing all year.
Mary Puppet stands in the first time today. She grounded out, flew out, and popped down that 3-at-bat game yesterday against the Hawks. There's a ball in the dirt after a ball. 2-0 the count. Here to Mary Puppet. 1 out, 1 on. Bottom of the second inning, no score. Independence and the Monarchs of Denison Schleswig. As the 2-0 on the way, and it's upstairs. Shoulder high for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. I mentioned the first of 3 state softball games. We'll have North Lynn at 3 o'clock live right here on KMCH.com. West Delaware will be taking on Carlisle on Mix 94.7 and KMCH.com, our mainstream, at 3:30. And then tonight we'll have Sub-State Baseball, Western Dubuque, in the Sub-State again as they try to get back to the state tournament. 5th time ever and the 2nd time in a row. The Bobcats take on Davenport Central. Bill Logan will have all that coverage from Farley Park tonight right here from KMCH Sports. There's ball 4. Puppet will draw the walk, goes down to first. Runners on first and second, 1 down. There's a ball downstairs for ball 1. Speaking of state baseball, congratulations to Northland Lakes as the Lakes advance on their 5th sub-state last night. 4th time in 5 years they get back to the state tournament. Still looking for a title game berth. Coach Griff and company getting the win 8-0 over Pella Christian last night. There's a strike thigh high to Sydney Hearn, who stands in here as Hearn, the number 8 batter, the left fielder. As the Lynx get one of the top seeds, they'll play West Branch at 11 a.m. on Monday morning. As I'll take a trip down to Principal Park in Des Moines. Have that for you. As after a couple days of recovery from the week here in Fort Dodge, ready to take the trip back south to Des Moines next week for state tournament baseball. Hopefully Western Dubuque can join Northland as area coverage teams. 1 and 2 the count to Hearn. It's chin high fastball upstairs for ball 2. Counts even now, 2-2.
Again, and consistently, Hylison's just working that outside corner for a lefty, not coming inside and then not going outside for the righty. It's like she's working on that half of the plate, and that's where it's going to be the rest of the game. It does not seen any breaking balls, throwing about 54, 53, 54 consistently. They have a nice little drop ball. Haven't seen a change yet, so I think it's just a matter of time before the Mustangs really get on top of her.
2-2 the count here to Hearn. Sydney walked, lined out, and struck out in that game yesterday. The 2-2 on the way. And it's fouled back, straight back to us. With a fence in front of us, of course. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Runners on first and second. Bottom of the second inning. Mustangs trying to claw their way on the scoreboard first in this consolation game.
It's always nice to go home and say you won a game of state, you know, and you know, if they can get this game, you know.
Battle for 5th place here.
Yeah. It's just nice. It's nice to say that.
With the game to our left on Dodger Field right now. Actually, that'll be after this one on Dodger Field. Oskaloosa and Dallas Center grinds. There's a ball foul out of play left side going on right now.
interesting about that Oskaloosa team, they're the only team that came through the bracket in all classes that had to play the first round. Didn't get a bye, came all the way through, and a couple of upsets along the way, but here they are, state.
Playing right now, Mount Vernon Trainer in Class 3A on the other Consolation field. There's a ground ball that's short. She gets the force out, as forced out at third is good, as the 6-5 for the put out or out. Number 2, as Hearn reaches on the fielder's choice to the shortstop. Runners on first and second, and brings up Megan Brock now, the DP, another one of the 6 seniors in the lineup for Coach Heather Hubke. And Jordan Pilcher, Holly Oswald, Tim Nelson, Scott Cleve, and Cole Trimble, the assistant coaches for Independence. This one swatted out of play for strike 1. On the count. Megan Brock, the VP in yesterday's game, the number 9 batter, had a sacrifice bunt, walked, was forced out, and struck out in that contest yesterday. The 0-1, a swing, and a foul tip into the glove of the catcher Moore for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, runners on first and second, 2 away, bottom of the second, still no score.
So this is a group of seniors that started as 8th graders during the first year that Coach Hupke came in. Coach Hupke in her 5th year.
Yes, indeed. As there's a ball in the dirt, bounces past the catcher Moore. All the wild pitch, and that'll advance the runners. So Puppet to third, Hearn to second. Brock back in with a 1-ball, 2-strike count.
Wild pitch, but he'd almost go down in just a bit of a hop. Catcher could have got her chest in front of it, but opted to try to reach for it.
As the 1-2 all the way, and it's lifted out of play, right side. Do the 1-2 all over again.
A little bit late on that pitch. As far as got to come through a little bit stronger there. They've got a big shift on their center fielder is shifted all way in right center gap.
As the 1-2 on the way. Strike 3. Inner half, high, Brock frozen. And the strikeout ends the second. To the third we go. Still zeros on the scoreboard as far as runs are concerned. This is Independent State Softball from KMCH Sports.
Cy and Charlie sells the full line of top-quality Whirlpool appliances, including Maytag and KitchenAid at competitive prices. Cy and Charlie's offer professional delivery, installation, and factory-trained service. Best of luck from Cy and Charlie's, your appliance headquarters in Independence.
If you are in need of rental equipment such as skid loaders, high-reach forklifts, and man lifts, contact Jason at Moyle Rental Services or check out our website at moylerentalservices.com. Moyle Rental Services of Manchester wishes all area athletes and coaches the best of luck.
Riker Shoes is your specialty shoe store. They carry women's shoes to size 13 and men's shoes to size 18. Riker Shoes is your sports shoes and equipment headquarters in Dyersville.
Biofield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Biofield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
Eastern Iowa's variety station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
And back in to Fort Dodge. A little squibbler off the bat of Tatum Fink. As Hupke out of the circle and flips it to first for the putout. Right out the pitcher, ground number 1, Kaylee Pick now stands in. The third baseman, number 8 batter here for Denison Schleswig. The Monarchs lost their first round game to the number 1 seed Carlisle 10-1 yesterday. As that number 1 seed will play the 5 seed West Delaware. Took down Independence yesterday. That'll be at 3:30 this afternoon live on KMCH. KMCH.com. Ball 1 there to Kaylee Pick. 1-0 the count. There's a strike called. And we're even now. 1 ball and 1 strike. Thanks to all of our sponsors, all 54 of our sports boosters. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. 1-2 the count, especially our Independence flavored Bank Iowa in Independence. Also, Cy and Charlie's in Independence and Nutrient Ag Solutions in Winthrop. There's ball 2, 2-2 now the count. Here to Kaylee Pick.
Hupke's throwing a whale of a game. She's coming up. Her fast shot, left side. Puffett keeps it in front of her after it bounded off her glove, and they're going to give her out. As he awards a good play there. Puffett staying with it. Great scoop by Zeezer, hauling it in on a low throw. And a 5-3 ground out for out number 2. Much of the dismay of the Denison Schleswig folks, but
very close play, and the umpire went without, which is usually the case.
Well, I kind of watched the subtleties of the third base umpire and the first base umpire. There's a little bit of contact, and the third base umpire was shaking his head in the right way, going, "Yeah, you got it right." He took a long time to really think about it.
That's close. As close as you can get. You got to look. She had the ball because it was a low throw. You got to look. She keep her foot on, and you got to look. You listen to the pop of the glove, but in that case, you can't really do it because of the ball hit the dirt.
Right.
You got to listen or watch the foot hit the orange bag from the runner. So a lot of things people think it's so easy, and it's easier from the crowd than it is right there on that angle. And there's a swing and miss for the swinging strikeout for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the third. No score. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville commercial, supporting your communities.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Nutrient Ag Solutions in Winthrop, proud to support all area athletes, coaching staff, and fans. Nutrient Ag Solutions, the largest provider of crop inputs and services.
Your home for the best high school sports coverage in Eastern Iowa. Mix 94.7 KMCH.
John Swisher, Hall of Fame softball coach, Kevin Shookman, and current Loris College pitching coach. Back with us here from Fort Dodge, 1-0 the count. As top of the order, Abby Davis leads things off. The double her first time up in that first inning. As she bunts this one, it goes foul. The backstop to our right, and the count's even now, 1 ball. And 1 strike.
Typically, this is about the time both teams kind of wake up in this consolation game. Seen the pitcher a couple of times, going to put the ball in play and maybe get a run across here. Mustangs haven't seen anything different than what they've seen here.
They've left 3 runners on base and 3 hits so far in the first 2 innings, and a strike there, 1 and 2.
Yeah, they're putting the ball in play like they need to. They just got to get that one more break.
Back in is Davis. Got the hit that doubled the right field, and then she goes right field again, just inside the line, a fair ball. She'll turn the corner and look for 2 again. Bobbled around in there. She's going to stop, though. She'll get a double. She was going to get a double anyway. She might have got the third on the error, as we would have had to give the right fielder Carlson an error on that one, but a double anyway for Davis. Her second double of the game, her 4th now of the season is Davis. Nice piece of hitting that time.
Coach Hupkey's going, hey, why don't you watch me? Because she should have been on third. She slowed down going into second, and clearly...
A little hesitant there.
Yeah, she would have sprinted. She would have been in third.
And that's why you watch your base coaches.
Yeah, that's one of those things, those little things you look to take advantage of.
Well, the toughest things to do as a runner sometimes.
Yeah, it is.
To look ahead and not look at the ball and try to judge for yourself. There's a little popper in the left center field and got it down in shallow left field. As the little looper there by Kaylee Hush. Back-to-back hits here. Now 5 hits in the game for the Mustangs. They're in business with nobody out. Runners on first and second. Allie Jo Caesar will stand in now.
Well, they've seen the pitcher once. She's a little bit slower than what they saw yesterday. It's just in the 50s. And you got to adjust your timing a little bit, but the Mustangs are doing a good job putting the ball in play.
Caesar standing in and a bunt. It's going to go fair, and it's going to be caught. A little popper right out in front of the plate, left side. Moore got out of her crouch and able to haul that one in as the pop out to the catcher for out number 1. So Caesar could not get the job done there. Just got underneath that one and popped it up instead of able to get it down on the ground for the bunt. And Hupkey will stand in now.
A well-pitched ball, nice down low, a little bit of a drop ball, and that's what happens. You throw that ball, make it cut a little bit short on a bunt situation. Batter's going to reach for it, and she pops it up.
A 1-1 the count here. The Hupkey grounded out to the third baseman pick. Her first time at the dish in the first inning. The 0-1 on the way, and this is a little grounder right back to the pitcher. But Aaron throw gets away to the third baseman. Coming around to score is going to be Abby Davis. And the Mustangs are on the board 1-0 here in this bottom of the third inning as Hupkey will reach on the fielder's choice to the pitcher. She'll get the second on that error as Hush gets the third on the error, and Davis able to score on the error by the pitcher. So 1 error and 2 hits so far in this inning. They've scored 1. Runners on second and third. And it brings up Kinsey Fischels, who pops this one out of play for strike 1. 1 on the count, 1 out. 2 runners on, 1-0 Independence here, bottom of inning number 3.
Boy, does time fly here. Boy, put the ball in play, get a little cushion early on and keep it going.
And a swing and a miss on a good pitch there by Heilson. Inner half, thigh high. Cannot catch up to the fastball for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes now. The number 5 batter, Kinsey Fischels, got an infield hit to the third baseman. Her first time up. There's a little popper right side. The pitcher, they're going to get to it. She's going to pick it up. She should have just let it go and see what happens because it was not going to matter anyway. She knew she had no play, but let that ball roll. It was still rolling when she picked it up. And bases will be loaded now. Fischels will take it. That's an infield hit.
Fischels got jammed, and that ball had a lot of spin on it, and that ball would have easily rolled out of bounds. But it was going to take its time. The first hit, it was just bouncing up and down. Yeah, boy, that pitcher, if Heilson could have just let it go, it would have been a foul ball.
I saw that yesterday, I believe, in the West Delaware Independence game. The Independence catcher had a situation like that. Fischels, here's a fly ball, medium depth, left field. The runner bluffs, not going to go. The throw is right on the plate from the left fielder, Dow, as the F7 fly out to the left fielder for out number 2. Brings up Mary Puffett now. Gabby Good came on the courtesy run for Fischels, so Good at first, Upke at second, and Hush at third. Bases juiced, 2 down. Puffett standing in. The 7th batter in this inning for the Mustangs. They've scored 1 run. Leading now 1-0 here in the last of the third.
Yeah, there's tales about that ball from West Delaware's game where it lost in the sun right where the second baseman typically stands. And it took its time, but it rolled out of bounds. Foul.
That one. That was the West Delaware's defense. I'm talking about the catcher for Independence.
Oh, okay.
It was right out in front of the plate. Looked like it was going to spin back. She picked it up in the same kind of result we
same
just
kind
saw.
of deal here. Should let it go.
Heilson. But yeah, that one Himes had yesterday. Heather Himes, the West Delaware second baseman, came on and bounced in front of her, then rolled out of bounds. As this one is a strike called, outer half for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mary Puffett walked her first time up and was stranded in that second inning. Stands in here, runners on second and third. 2 down, the 1-2 pitch from Heilson. All the way. At the swing and miss, strike 3. So the Monarchs get out of it, but the Mustangs do score 1 run and take the 1-0 lead. To the 4th inning we go in this consolation contest. 1-0 Mustangs. Back after this from KMCH Sports.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team. The Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Stephen Motors in Monticello, the only GM service dealer in Monticello with GM trained technicians. Good luck to all area teams during tournament action from Stephen Motors in Monticello.
J&D Catering and Suites in New Vienna provides exceptional handcrafted food, whether a cocktail buffet, formal dinner, or a themed event. Let Diane and her staff create a customized menu sure to wow your guests. They offer an extensive specialty cupcake and cake menu. Call or check them out on Facebook. Let J&D Catering and Suites set your next special event above the rest.
Call By County Disposal Incorporated for all your residential and commercial construction disposal needs. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaching staffs from By County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Dubuque and Delaware counties.
Eastern Iowa Sports Station. Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Back into the Rogers Sports Complex here on Veterans Diamond Consolation game. We're into the 4th inning now, as this one is 35 minutes old. And Mustangs lead the Monarchs of Denison Schleswig by a score of 1-0. At the top of the order, Alex Moore, who popped out to the third baseman Puffett her first time. And inning number 1 stands in as Upke still with a no-hitter. 9 retired in a row. Low popper right side. There is Beatty, and she'll put it away as the 10th batter retired in a row for Upke. And you mentioned her speed. The velocity there really baffling these Monarch hitters at times. She's got 4 strikeouts already and cruising along here.
I mean, I've watched her throughout the years, but I've got her at 65 miles an hour a few times.
And this is the kind of performance they hoped for yesterday.
Yeah.
Against West Delaware, but she got in some trouble. Got a hit batter there in that fourth inning, and that spelled trouble. And we continue to mention, give credit to West Delaware, too, for their aggressive. They just jumped on her, and Hupke, sometimes you have those days as pitchers.
Well, I think the biggest adjustment yesterday for both pitchers, West Delaware and Indy, was it was a really tight strike zone. And so what that takes away is it takes away your river pitches, which are those chase pitches, and now you got to attack more. And West Delaware, they know how to swing the bat when the ball crosses the plate. It's what gets West Delaware in trouble is when they go fishing after balls that aren't really where they can hit them. So now you're timing in. The umpire's got that tight strike zone. Hupke's arsenal is limited to what she can do. West Delaware sitting back and teeing off.
As the Mustangs leading 1-0 here in the fourth. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A little slow dribbler right side. Caesar picking up and stepping on the bag. As Reagan Anderson is retired on the ground out to the first baseman for out number 2. Sarah Heilson stands in. She grounded out to the shortstop. Her first time up in inning number 1. 11 retired in a row now by Mackenzie Hupke. This one fouled right side out of play. Hupke, outstanding career. 20 more wins this year, 20-7 record coming into today, trying to get her 21st in her final game as a high school athlete. 1-1 the count here to Heilson. Grounded out to Davis is short her last time up.
I believe the first time I saw Hupke pitch was down in Peoria, travel ball. After her, probably her 8th grade season, she was already, these girls will join travel ball teams as soon as this season's over with. A lot of them will that are play ball and not volleyball. And Heather, I'm sure she'll continue on and playing somewhere with her travel ball team.
Inside corner there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a ball inside off the plate for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes here with 2 down. 1-0 Mustangs lead over the Monarchs here in the top of the 4th inning. As they swing and a foul ball. They hit the catcher and then roll out in front of the plate. Count stays. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The Monarchs in their purple uniforms, the gold trim, white trim around the gold numbers, and the purple helmets. Mustangs in their maroon pants and the white tops, maroon lettering and numbers. There's a swing and a miss on a pitch up and away. The strikeout there, number 5 for Hupke. As we go to the bottom of the 4th, the Mustangs lead 1-0. You're listening to Independent State Softball. You're doing so from KMCH Sports.
Hi, this is Chris Henry, Service Manager at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader. Our goal is to make your car buying experience the best possible, and our factory-certified technicians are dedicated to you and your vehicles. Stop in and see us at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader, or visit us online at forbrown.com. Your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be.
The staff at Bonecamp Murdoch Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Manchester and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Homes in Earlville are proud to support all area athletes and coaches. Go teams!
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Delhi Insurance Agency is dedicated to Delhi and the surrounding area, and they thank you for choosing them for your insurance needs. See your insurance experts, Christy, Larry, or Sue, at the Delhi Insurance Agency.
Eastern Iowa Sports Station. Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Back with you here, bottom of the 4th inning. You're listening to Independent State Softball from KMCH Sports and KMCH.com. Glad to have you along today from Fort Dodge, the final game of the season. As Independence, tough one there. Sydney Hearn thought she pulled back, but she went too far on a fake bunt. It was above her head. Well, third base umpire rung her up.
She didn't pull the bat back in time, and that's what the umpire's saying. Well, she pulled it back. It just wasn't in time.
Yeah, this time she bunted that one too long for a strike 2 as it goes by her. That one was a little high as well. She couldn't lay off for strike 2. The ball's 2 strikes, 8-9-1. Hearn, Brock, and Davis here. There's a foul ball up and out of play left side. As they're into the 5th inning in that Mount Vernon Trainer 3A Consolation game. 5-4. Mount Vernon leading the Trainer Cardinals as the Mustangs, one of the 4 WAMAC Conference teams. As this one is upstairs, chin high. Mount Vernon with the loss to the 2 seed, the Lions of Muscatine. The Mustangs are 27-12. As Mount Vernon, Beckman, West Delaware, all the east side. And then Independence out of the west side. And 4 teams from the WAMAC swinging a miss for strike 3. And the first out of the inning here, Megan Brock will stand in. And it was mentioned last night. And 4 WAMAC teams, but neither conference division champion. Williamsburg and Central DeWitt won the West and East, respectively. Neither of them able to make it down. It's tough competition on the road to state as West Delaware beat Central DeWitt. Williamsburg got beat. So you don't see that too often where the conference champion doesn't come out and you still get 4 teams out of the conference. That showed how much parity, how balanced the WAMAC was this year, how tough it was.
Extreme parity, and you know, you're pairing teams in the WAMAC against each other in the regional final. You look at Solon and Mount Vernon playing each other in the regional final as well. West Delaware and DeWitt playing each other in the regional final. You know, so now if you go back to that regional final, I'm trying to think of somebody. Well, Clear Creek Amana wasn't there, but I'm trying to think of how many teams didn't make it to the sub-state regional final.
Yes, indeed. As out number 2 there, pop out to the shortstop. As Gassler puts it away, and Brock is retired. Abby Davis will stand in now. As Davis has 2 doubles so far, both to the right field. Now she goes left side over the head of the shortstop, Gassler. She efforted that one into left field for her 3rd hit of the game. And Abby Davis, a tremendous game here with 3 hits.
Hitting line drives. That's what you want to hit those ropes.
A 2-out single to left brings up Kaylee Hush now, left-handed batter. Struck out her first time, got a hit to left field, was stranded in that 1-run 3rd inning. Independence leads 1-0, I should say, here in this bottom of the 4th. Ball downstairs there for ball 1-1. And the count.
She's still way up on the bat. Her hands are a good 3 inches up on the bat.
41 hits now for Abby Davis. 2-0 the count to Hush.
I think Denison Schleswig's got to be happy they're only down by 1, considering how many base runners Independence has had on base.
Yeah, they've stranded 6 on so far. Runner on first, 2 down. Ball 3 there. 3-0 the count here to Hush. As Allison tries to work back, and she throws a strike out her half. Waist high for strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike to Hush. Kaylee Hush coming in with a .328 batting average, 30 hits. There's a little bunt out in front of the plate. The catcher fires the first and gets her girl. 2-3 put out for out number 3. Mustangs strand another runner. We go to the 5th inning. 1-0 Independence. This is Mustangs State Softball from KMCH Sports.
You expect big hits on the field, but not on the road. So when the unexpected happens, call Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. They specialize in major and minor collision repair and frame straightening. For all of your auto body work, see Krager Body Shop in Dyersville.
Pete Small Engine Repair are proud to support all the area athletes and coaching staff. For all your small engine purchases, repairs, and rebuilds, call the Small Engine Experts, Pete Small Engine Repair. Good luck. Go teams.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and New Vienna. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
Kramer Brothers Dairy Supply are your dairy experts in Monticello. Best of luck to all area athletes, teams, coaching staff, and fans from Kramer Brothers Dairy Supply in Monticello.
Put a little south in your mouth at your next event or party with Rockin' 5K Barbecue Shack. You can't go wrong with any of their melt-in-your-mouth options. Their 2019 calendar is filling up fast, so book them today. 319-361-8624. Set your event above the rest with Rockin' 5K Barbecue Shack. Mobile vending and catering.
Eastern Iowa's Variety Station. Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Back into Fort Dodge, top of the 5th inning. 1-0 Mustangs lead in this consolation game. Final game of the year for the Mustangs. as their 43rd contest, a record of 30-12, trying to get win number 31 and go out with a victory, especially for the 6 seniors on this team. 1-1 the count. Now a strike to the outside corner for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Paige Armijo. Armijo struck out swinging your first time up in the second for the Monarchs. We're still being no hit. Zero's a perfect game right now, if I may say, as Hupke doing a great job against the Monarchs. 2-2 the count. Is not allowed a runner in this game. 12 retired in a row. Armijo, a swing and a foul tip into the glove for strike 3. Nice job, officials hanging on there. The strikeout for out number 1.
Hupke with a tough combo throwing in the mid-60s with great movement, great late movement, a nice rise ball. She's got her curveball working now. Her drop ball as well.
6 strikeouts now. Here's a bouncing ball. Left side shortstop. Nice play by Davis. Up and over. Made it look routine. Going to her left. Just left of the second base bag and throwing on the run. A 6-3 ground out for out number 2. As 14 retired in a row now by Hupke. Outstanding athlete. We talked about the Drake University signee as the .52 ERA coming into the tournament. Over 900 career strikeouts. She had 200 and around 80 this season. 100 career victories. Unbelievable stats for Hupke. Just a phenomenal athlete. And with her mom coaching all these years, you call them gym rats in the wintertime. She's a field rat, of course. She's been around it all her life.
Well, her mother, when she was born, I think she's probably out at Buena Vista coaching ball out there. I mean, my first year at Lower, she was still at Buena Vista. And, she's having good years there. And then, they got the job. Her husband got the job in Independence. And, of course, she followed. And Heather came in her 8th grade year. And this 8th grade group of kids are now seniors.
18 years at the college level for Heather Hupke. She's also helped out at Warburg the last few years. She started out as a grad assistant at South Dakota State for 2 years, Briar Cliff for 10 years, and then went to Buena Vista for 6 years. She's a 1991 grad of Sioux City West. A strike there, 4 count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. A 95 graduate of Buena Vista, and she was a 4-time All-American in the sport of softball. So Steve knows a little something about playing it too. A ball around the edge. Hupke able to get it and fire to first. The 1-3 put out for out number 3. Another 1-2-3 inning. 15 retired in a row. The perfect game stands. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 1-0. Mustangs back into this from KMC Sports.
Beaton Bender Manufacturing is a family-owned and operated business that has been a worldwide supplier of hydraulic shears and press brakes since 1972. Beaton Bender Manufacturing in Coggan is proud to support all area athletes and the coaching staff.
This is Jamie Vasky, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
Cy and Charlie sells the full line of top-quality Whirlpool appliances, including Maytag and KitchenAid at competitive prices. Cy and Charlie's offer professional delivery, installation, and factory-trained service. Best of luck from Cy and Charlie's, your appliance headquarters in Independence.
Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Back into Fort Dodge. We're at the bottom of the 5th inning here. As this one 49 minutes old from Veterans Diamond. A popper left side, shallow left field, in fair territory. On the run is Dow, the left fielder, catching that one. Off the bat of Allie Joe Caesar to start the bottom of the 5th. The fly out to left field for out number 1 brings up Mackenzie Hupke now.
Hylison continues to jam the Mustangs. Not going outside, getting them to pop up, ground balls. Very effective game plan.
Indy has 7 hits so far in this game, 1 run. And they've stranded 7 runners on base, 1 defensive error for Denison Schleswig through 4 in the 3rd innings of play now. Timeout called as Kinsey will have a word with her mom, trying to fix that chin strap on her helmet, I should say, as Denison Schleswig with zeros across the board. No runs, no hits, nobody left on, no runners at all this game so far for them through 5 innings, as no errors by the defense for the Mustangs. And Mackenzie Hupke will stand back in after getting your helmet fixed. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
One of the points of emphasis this year was making sure that the players had those chin straps on a little tighter than what they used to have.
There's a strike on 1 to count. From Schleswig, the 8th seed. Mustangs, the 4 seed. There's a foul ball right side at the edge of the first base Monarch dugout for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 down. Upkey reached on the fielder's choice and was stranded here last time up in the 3rd. She grounded out to the 3rd baseman back in the 1st. Takes the ball there, and the count's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hylas is starting to warm up, too. Her top pitches here now in this inning have been 58 miles an hour. Early on, she was throwing in the low 50s, so she's starting to heat up.
This ball is hot shot left side. Nice fit. No, Gassler could not pick it as she kind of played it off to her left. Thought she was going to come up with it, but it went under her glove and into left field. Center fielder comes in, Roush, I should say. So the error is there as Hupke will reach first base.
I like that. You know, she's playing in the right spot. Denison Schleswig understands where the ground balls are going to go with Hylison, and it's a little bit off to the left side of second base. She's playing more up the middle than a typical second shortstop is. And you know what? They're guessing right on that because that's right where the Mustangs' hard hit balls are going.
Popped up out of play that time for strike 1. 0-1 to count. And this one is Sky back behind us for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 down. Runner on first base, bottom of the 5th. Mustangs with 1 run. That one coming in the 3rd inning. As the Mustangs had 3 hits and helped out by 1 error. Only 1 free pass in this game taken by Independence. There's a ball up above helmet high for the ball. 1-2 now the count. As officials, 2 infield hits so far in this game. Stands back in the 1-2. A little liner into left center field. Gets it down. The left fielder coming on. Dow will get it in, but not before. A 1-out single by officials. Runners on first and second. Beatty will stand in.
But it went directly over where the shortstop was at. She was in the right position. It just got it up in the air a little too much, so a nice line drive. And Independence is in business once again. You know, getting this late in the game here, it'd be nice to get an insurance run.
Yes, indeed. At least one as good. You may not need more with the way Hupke's pitching, but still.
But, you know, things can happen.
Indeed. There's a strike in the outside corner. At the knees, a delayed steal, and there's a throwing error. And coming around to score is Mackenzie Hupke. She'll score the 2nd run of the game. As officials good will go into second, I should say. As the Mustangs lead 2-0 now as the error by the pitcher in the second one of the game.
You'd almost give credit to the error by the catcher who lobbed the ball back to the pitcher and did not look the runner back at second, who had a huge lead.
This one is hit into left field, and that'll be down. The left fielder gets there, hits it with her glove, and she hits it all the way in left center field. She'll throw it in, but a run will score. They call he's going to call something here. He's calling out because of, obstruction. He's calling out because of obstruction.
No, she's safe. The obstruction, you got to have the ball.
He called that.
He called obstruction.
Yeah, but he called out. He should have said safe.
Well,
you see my point? Yeah, I know. She's still there, but he never signaled safe.
Well,
yeah.
You know, I get
your point, but he never signaled safe because of that.
Right. No,
he still called her out.
Right.
She's not out.
But she is safe on the obstruction.
Exactly.
So if you throw the fist out, she's safe.
But the safe call still needs to come.
I don't know.
Is my point.
Does it?
Yes.
Even after the obstruction call?
Sure. You got to signal that she's safe because of that, because he called her out.
But
3-0 here is the lead for Independence now. Is they able to score? As good comes around to score. As so Beatty gets the hit to left field. As this is Mary Puffett standing in. 0-2 the count with 1 down. 3-0 here at the bottom of the 5th inning.
So they got the insurance runs they needed.
They did. They got 2. Still looking for more with only 1 out. Runner on second base. And there is a ball upstairs missing. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
But just what the doctor ordered here. You know, Hupke's got to finish strong.
As this one, a hot shot left side, past Gassler into left field. Hunter will hold up at third. Beatty stops there. There's another hit. Puffett this time, her first hit of the game. As a 3rd hit of the inning, back to back for the Mustangs here. 3 hits and 1 error. They've scored 2. Runners on first and third with only 1 down. 3-0 Mustangs. Sydney Hearn will stand in. She struck out swinging her last time in the 4th. We're on a fielder's choice back in the 2nd.
With a lefty up, the shortstop's up. There's no reason why she can't go into second.
And this one is a ball downstairs. Yes, just went.
Yeah, there's no reason.
Automatically.
They were giving that up. The lefty up. Now he's going to call timeout.
Time here called by head coach Kevin Dow. He'll meet with his entire infield and the battery here with 1 out and 1-0 count to Sidney Hearn. 3-0 Mustangs. They're looking for more with runners on second and third as Hearn is the sixth batter in this inning. Well, it's a strategy here for Coach Dow, just reminding his team of the situation. What else do you think he's talking to him?
Well, I haven't seen a changeup yet. I'm not seeing any change of speeds. The big thing is just trying to disrupt the flow that Independence has. You know, it's nothing really. I mean, he's going with his eighth senior pitcher, and she's throwing the same game plan. She's thrown all game long, which is nailing that outside corner to a lefty or inside corner to the righty.
There it is, right there.
And she has not varied going to the outside corner.
Oh, the outside corner for strike one. 1-1 the count here to Hearn. Reached on a fielder's choice her first time up and was stranded in that second inning. Mustangs with 1 in the third, 2 more here in the fifth. There's a little bunt left side, can be caught in the air. A little bunt popper halfway down the line coming on pick. The third baseman picks it out of the air. No pun intended. Maybe there was. There's a little popper to P5 for out number 2, and it brings up Megan Brook.
The intended short game for Independence is not working out very well. It's 2 pop-ups. The unintended, the choppers that fall in there for bunts and the spin-outs are what's really working well for them.
There's a strike on the inside corner above the knees. For strike one. 0-1 the count to Megan Brock. She's 0 for 2. Struck out looking. Back in the second. She popped out to the shortstop her last time in inning number 4. The 0-1 here is swung on and missed for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. 7th hitter in this inning is Megan Brock. We've had a fly out, an error, a hit to left, a hit to left, and a hit to left, and then a pop out to third. As the Mustangs have scored 2 runs, 3-0 here. Slices this one up and out of play right side. Gathers no balls, 2 strikes with 2 away. Last of the 5th inning, 3-0 Mustangs.
And if you look where the Mustangs are setting up in the box, they're backed off the plate a couple of more inches. And then that's exactly what they're looking for. They're looking for that inside pitch now. We're not seeing a whole lot of different things thrown there.
Elbow high there for ball 1. Counts 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, possibility of a changeup that was kind of errant. But she tried to change speeds but didn't have any control over it.
So 1-2 on the way to Brock as she little grounder back to the pitcher, just going to tag her out as Heilson. The 1-U on the put out. Ground out to the pitcher for out number 3. The Mustangs add 2 insurance runs. They go 3-0 to the 6th we go. Back after this from KMCH Sports.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
Riker Shoes is your specialty shoe store. They carry women's shoes to size 13 and men's shoes to size 18. Riker Shoes is your sports shoes and equipment headquarters in Dyersville.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Back in to Fort Dodge, top of the 6th inning. Mustangs now lead 3-0 as the Mustangs were able to get 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and left 2 runners on base. As standing in now, just Tatum Fink, 7th batter for the Monarchs. 7-8-9, Fink, Pick, and Graslar. 0-2 the count here to Fink, who's 0 for 1. 15 retired in a row. Perfect game.
Still throwing in those 60s. Great movement.
Excellent contest in her final game here. Mackenzie Hupke with her 5 senior teammates surrounding her for one last time. There's a swing and a miss. Just making it look easy now. The swinging strikeout for out number 1. 7 strikeouts now. 6 of the 7, the swinging variety for the Monarch offense against Hupke. And this is a foul back to the fence in front of us for strike 1, over on the count with 1 down. That Class 3A consolation game on Dodger Field, the consolation field here because of the name, I'm guessing. Dodgers 7-5. Bill Logan, thank you.
Yeah.
7-5, a diehard he is. 7-5. The lead now, Trainer over Mount Vernon in that consolation game. His Trainer lost West Liberty yesterday. Mount Vernon falling to the Weiser Muscatine. Strike 3, outside corner, waist high. Looking is picked. Strikeout number 8. Number 2 looking for Hupke. 2 up, 2 down. Peyton Grassler stands in now.
And what's interesting about that game this afternoon, West Liberty and Louisa Muscatine, is West Liberty starting pitcher transferred over from Louisa Muscatine last year. She was a state tournament team pitcher last year. So, there's not going to be any love lost there.
Not at all. There's a ball missing the zone for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Grassler. Swinging strikeout her first time up in the second. Strike taken there. 2 balls and 1 strike. As 17 retired in a row now by Mackenzie Hupke. There's a ball left side, chop foul. 2-2.
She was an early commit to Drake as well, back before she could take a scholarship. It was a verbal commitment, and I believe it might have been even during her sophomore summer.
I was going to say, it's been at least 2 years.
Yeah, it was at least her sophomore summer.
2-2 on the way. There's a little ground ball going to go foul left side. That's picking up right to the left of the line was Puppet, ready to play that ball. That might have been the first hit. If it stayed fair, Puppet might have been able to get to it. Hustling down the line was Grassler. 2-2 the count.
Every no-hitter has a close play at one time or another, if she can get that.
This one swatted up and out of play. Left side heads up over on Dodger Diamond. 7-5 still Trainer leading Mount Vernon in that one. 2-2 the count. 2 outs. Top of the 6th inning. 3-0 Independence here. They lead over the Monarchs of Denison Schleswig out of the Hawkeye 10 Conference. As there's a ball foul back. Thanks to all our sponsors. Extra tournament sponsors. Bank Iowa and Independence. Also featuring Ag Solutions in Winthrop. White County Disposal. Beaton Benner Manufacturing. Delhi Insurance. There's a swing and a miss. And Cy and Charlie's great to have those sponsors on board. Swing and a miss. Strikeout to side. There's Hupke there. 9 strikeouts now. And 18 retired in a row. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 3-0 Mustangs. Back after this from KMC Sports.
Nutrient Ag Solutions in Winthrop. Proud to support all area athletes, coaching staff, and fans. Nutrient Ag Solutions, the largest provider of crop inputs and services.
High-Tech Communications is your local service provider for telephone systems, fire detection, audio, video, security and surveillance systems, wiring, and more. High-Tech has decades of experience in the industry. Contact High-Tech at 563-927-4936. Online at hightechcommunications.us. High-Tech Communications, changing your world with technology.
West Bend's home and highway policy provides you with one policy, one bill, one deductible, and one agent, all with no hassle and a portion of your annual premium back in cash if you don't have a claim. To find out more, contact your local West Bend agent, Eric Smith, at Parrott Insurance in Manchester at 927-2791.
Are you looking for great food and a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination, or enjoy 2-for-1 happy hour every Monday through Thursday from 4 until 6 p.m. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
KMCH. Donna Kevin back with you along with in-studio producer Rob Edwards on the controls. Back in the studios of KMCH Radio on East Main Street, Manchester. We are fieldside here at the Veterans Diamond at the Rogers Sports Complex here in Fort Dodge. Count of 24,000. Hosting this tournament since 1970. And 2 strikes here to the leadoff girl, Abby Davis. She's 3 for 3, 2 doubles and a single so far in this game. She has scored one time in that 1-run 3rd inning. She scored the first run of the game, and that was the only run until they scored 2 more in the 5th. Ball up and in there for ball 1, 1-2 the count.
First changeup I've seen today by Hylison went for her strike on that second strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here to Davis. 3-0 Independence leads in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2-2 the count. This game is only an hour and 6 minutes old. There is a hour and a half, 90-minute time limit in the consolation games. Can't start anything past that hour and a half time frame. But we should be standing good here as there's a ball inside off the plate. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Davis.
You know, back in the day, went back at 40 feet, it wouldn't be uncommon to throw 7 innings in under an hour.
And there's a ground ball left side. Backhand stop by Gassler. Throws across a wild throw. She could not get the tag as her right knee hitting the belt area of Davis. She seems to be okay. And it hit her knee right in the stomach of Davis. Hopefully it didn't knock the wind out of her. She seems to be all right. Tough girl. Shortstop Davis, the senior on first base. As you think she would have got her?
That was like that kick.
Error
yeah, I give it an error. Definitely an error.
The E6?
Yeah. That was like that kick, you know, they using that contest you see on YouTube now where they're kicking the bottle cap off. They kick it and they're supposed to spin it off. That was a high karate kick just to keep her balance.
3 hits. And now an error reaching Davis. And there's a ground ball left side, just left of the third base line. Foul in front of Coach Heather Hupke. 5th season at the helm, 118 wins, 84 losses. Talked about her 18 years at college level. She's also been assistant at the high school level at Galva Holstein, 1996, and Cherokee in 1998. After she got out of high school, there's a college, I should say, bouncing ball left side. Will be a ground out to pick the third baseman. 5-3 ground out for out number 1. Off the bat of Kaylee Hush is Abby Davis. Moves her way to second base. Allie Jo Zeezer will stand in now. Allie Jo is 1 for 3. A fly out her last time in the 5th. She popped out in the 3rd, got a hit, and was thrown out back in the 1st inning. Bottom of the 6th here, 1 out, 1 on. 3-0 Mustangs. Ball in the dirt for ball 1 there. Story of the game, the perfect game by Mackenzie Hempy, as she sits down 18 in a row so far. Heading into the 7th inning after the Mustangs are retired. Little popper right side on the run, right catch by Carlson. Oh, then she dropped it. It came out of her glove. Landed in foul territory. Was not able to complete the process of that catch. As what an effort, though. Carlson thought she had it, but could not hang on to it as her momentum took her and the ball popped out.
Yeah, a great effort there. If she would have laid out, maybe she would have caught it. But, you know, she was trying to keep her feet at the same time because she knew that runner on, if she goes down, that runner's going to end up at third where she did right now.
So the hit for Zeezer. Runners on 1st and 3rd with 1 down. It brings up Mackenzie Hupke now. 1 down. And there's a strike taken right over the middle of the plate to Hupke. Mackenzie grounded out, reached on a fielder's choice, was stranded. And she reached on an error and scored on the error back in the 5th inning. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Got a large portion of the plate there in a half. It came up empty. Did Hupke swing over the top of that ball for strike 2, no balls, 2 strikes.
I am starting to see, you know, Imlison's starting to mix things up with the speed at least, but she's still a nail on an inside corner, not working on that outside at all.
The 0-2 upstairs, eye high there for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Davis on 3rd, Zeezer on 2nd. Trying to add some more insurance runs here as they lead comfortably already with Hupke throwing the perfect game, 3-0. And this one, a foul ball back off the catcher and the umpire goes to the fence in front of us as 7-6.
Two more runs here, boy, that would almost just completely nail it. Not that the 3 isn't probably enough.
Why did they end that game over there? 7-6.
Time limit.
Showing the...
They started a half hour before.
Oh, that's right. You're right. Yeah, they started at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
They did. As they started at 11 o'clock on that Dodger diamond as Mount Vernon falling to Trainer by the score of 7-5. It's 2-2 now the count. Hupke with 1 down, runners on 2nd and 3rd, and this one's a little popper. Second baseman will get there behind the circle and makes the catch for the 2nd out. The pop out to the second baseman for out number 2 brings up Kinsey Fischels, and runners on 2nd and 3rd.
Nice, again, jammed again. Just got jammed again. I'd say, you know, step away from the plate a little bit more. Look for that inside pitch and challenge her to throw outside.
Ball downstairs there for ball 1 to Officials got on with infield hit her first 2 times up in the second and third innings. And then hit it to left field and scored the 3rd run of the game on the 2-run 5th inning. There's a line drive hit down the right side as the cameraman doing a little 2-step to get out of the way of that one after it went past the first base coach for the Mustangs, Jordan Pilcher.
That chalk box doesn't protect you any.
No.
You may get a better picture, but
we don't have to dodge that with our equipment. Those expensive cameras are a lot more than our equipment.
Yeah.
And better them than us. They're on their feet the whole game, too. Photographers for the respective schools and towns' newspapers. The 2-1 on the way upstairs. Shoulder high, ball 3. 3 balls. 1 strike, 2 down. Runners on second and third still here in this last of the 6th inning. Mustangs try to add a run or 2 and then get back to the 7th to finish this one off. As the 3-1 on the way, fouled right back in front of us to the back fence for strike 2. 3 balls and 2 strikes here. Kinsey Officials, the 5th batter in this inning. We've had an error, a ground out, a hit to right, and a pop out to second base. The 3-2 on the way. This one is lifted up and out of play, right side. And the count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. The Kinsey Officials.
Hylison, tall, probably 5'10". There's a reason why she can throw a nice heavy drop ball. Her knees are up a little bit higher, release points higher. She can really cut it down.
Officials, the junior, bounces this one right side. Second baseman has it up and over Anderson to Armijo. And the 4-3 ground out ends the threat. The Mustangs strand 2 more runners, but they have the 3-0 lead. To the 7th we go. Mustang softball from KMC Sports.
Whether a door needs replaced or building a new home, let S&R Construction of Masonville take care of you. S&R Construction is the expert in home improvement projects, gutters, siding, garages, remodeling, new home construction, and more. Call Steve Petland today at 319-361-0638 for a free quote.
Stephen Motors in Monticello, the only GM service dealer in Monticello with GM trained technicians. Good luck to all area teams during tournament action from Stephen Motors in Monticello.
Are you an athlete or physically active in your free time? Even active people can have muscle tightness and joint pain or even experience the occasional injury. Regional Medical Center physical therapy treatment and prescribed exercises can help you recover faster, reduce injury, and build strength and stability. Call RMC Therapy Services today so you can get back into action as quick as possible. 563-927-7322.
Dan Oberbrackling Concrete and Excavating in Coggan is celebrating 50 years in business. Call Dan for all of your concrete and demolition projects.
Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7, KMCH.
Monarchs will lead off the top of the 7th, top of the order. Alex Moore, she's 0 for 2. 2 pop-ups. Up out to the third baseman and second baseman. Perfect game for Mackenzie Hupke in her final game ever. Can she complete it here? There's 18 up and 18 down. 9 of them have been strikeouts, 7 swinging, 2 looking. As not even many 3-ball counts, maybe a couple of them so far in this game.
She's been able to stay ahead of the count. I don't think she hasn't even gone to. I don't think she's ever thrown 3 balls in this game.
Not at all?
No, I don't think she has.
Haven't been keeping a track, but you would think at least 1. But as dominant as she's been,
she has.
I can't argue with you. 2-1 to count.
I don't think she has. Not that I remember.
2 balls and 1 strike here to Alex Moore. She fouls this one back to the fence right in front of us. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mount Vernon loses that Consolation game to our left on Dodger Field. 7-5. Trainer gets the win. As Mount Vernon ends their fine season for the Waback Conference teams at 27-13. Trainer improved to 31-4. There's ball 3 there. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yep, first time.
Maybe.
Yeah, I can remember. Not officially, unofficially. Yeah.
The 3-2 swing and a miss. She chased it outside. Nice backhanded stop by Officials hanging on. And the strikeout number 10 there. The 8 swinging variety. And 2 more outs to get for the perfect game. We'll have to check with our friends from Independence how many perfect games in the career of Mackenzie Hupke here if this is complete. And there's a ball there, 1-0 to count. Guessing she's had a few no-hitters, but I wonder if she's ever had a no-hitter perfect game before. We'll find out, hopefully, if it happens here. It's 1-1 to count now to Anderson. She's over 2 with a strikeout looking and a ground out her last time in the 4th. Rams that one right side into the fence just before the first base dugout for strike 2. 1-2 the count. 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. As the 1-2 on the way, bouncing ball left side. Staying with it is Davis, going to throw it across. A 6-3 ground out for out. Number 2, 1 more to get here for the Mustangs. As 2 outs here in this top of the 7th inning.
You know, a no-hitter perfect game at state. You know, that's even a more rare game.
Don't see that.
No, I don't know how
very often
then.
is Heilson.
I don't even know if they keep stats on that. I'm sure they got a record somewhere on that.
They should anyway. As 1-0, there's a hit batter.
Not a perfect game.
It's Heilson, and she turns it, hits her in the left.
We won't need to talk about that anymore, will we?
Back as Hupke saying she out over the plate. As Coach Heather Hupke petitioning for her daughter, but no can do as the hit batter. No hitter still intact with the perfect game off the table. As the hit batter with 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning. What a tough way to end that bid for special history there. But Mustangs still trying to go out with a win, and no hitter still intact for Hupke with 2 down. Here in this top of the 7th inning, 3-0. The lead for Independence as the strike there in her half. Holding off was Armijo. She takes it for strike 1 on the count. She struck out twice so far. 2 swinging strikeouts in the 2nd and 5th innings.
I would say, you know, Heather was, or that Mackenzie was probably correct with her leaning in. I'm not going to say it was necessarily a called strike, but you know,
it's hard to tell at this point too. No chalk.
Well, and you look at how long this lanky batter is.
So there's strike 3, backwards K, and there's the ball game. The no hitter for Hupke. 2 more strikeouts. So 8 swinging and 3 looking. 11 on the game. As 1 hit batter, no walks. As the 1 left on for the Denison Schleswig Monarchs as the Mustangs win by the score of 3-0. We'll come back with final complete totals after this. Mustangs win and get a tie for 5th place. Back-to-back years tied for 5th place with 1-1 records at the state tournament. As the Mustangs get the win, we're back after this from KMCH Sports.
Bolichek's Landing, downtown Delhi. Open 7 days a week. Friday night buffet, Saturday night prime rib, and enjoy breakfast every Sunday from 9 to noon. Bolichek's proudly supports all area athletes and coaches.
Financial Strategies in Dyersville and Dave's Complete Construction in Delhi wishes everyone the best during tournament action. Good luck to all teams, players, and coaches.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point.
Hey KMCH listeners, GMB is proud to support our area athletes and help bring the sport to you. The GMB Bank team reminds you whatever your financial goals, we're here to help you reach them. Stop by our Manchester location or visit us online at gnbbank.com. Member FDIC.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Tauke Motors, we believe in a gentler, simpler way of doing business. Check out our large selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as great incentives at TaukeMotors.com. If you are looking for a new pre-owned vehicle or service on your current vehicle, come to Tauke Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram on 9th Street in Dyersville.
Your home for the best high school sports coverage in Eastern Iowa. Mix 94.7, KMCH.
13.
Back in to Fort Dodge. Kinsey Hupke just missing the 14th all-time perfect game at the state tournament as a hit batter in the 7th inning with 2 outs. She gets the no-hitter, though, as the Mustangs win 3-0. As Denison Schleswig with no runs, no hits, 3 errors, 1 left on, 11 strikeouts, 8 strikeouts swinging, and 3 looking for Denison Schleswig against Mackenzie Hupke, who finishes her career with 21-7 record, as over 900 strikeouts in her career, over 100 victories now in her career, as the senior will go and play at Drake. For the Mustangs, 3 runs, 11 hits. They left 11 runs on base, no errors, 4 swinging strikeouts, 1 looking strikeout, and 1 walk, no hit batters. An hour and 17 minutes this one took here from Veterans Field, as by the score of 3-0, Independence gets the win. Just missing the bid for perfect game history, but the no-hitter and the win, you end your career on a win. Not many teams can say that, as Heather Hupke now 119 and 84 all-time coaching here at Independence in 5 seasons. Back-to-back fifth-place finishes, 1-1 records at the state tournament. As for the Mustangs, runners-up in 2002, their first time here at the state tournament ever in 1995. Their 9th time this year, 2nd in a row. As what an effort, what a journey it was again for Independence as they end in their 43rd game with a record of 31-12.
Outstanding game. This is what they're typical playing, throughout the year. A little bit of a glitch yesterday in their performance, but they came right back, and this is Mustang softball, and this is what they're known for, and they did a great job today bouncing back. You never come down here wanting to play the consolation game, but you do. And it's just another chance to say goodbye. It's better than just saying, well, we're done and we go home. It's nice that you get to spend another night together, and then you get to play one more game before you say goodbye.
Finish the season winning 10 of their last 12 games here for Independence. And the seniors, Abby Myborg, Sydney Hearn, also Mackenzie Hupke, Kaylee Hush, Abby Davis, and Megan Brock, the 6 seniors for Independence, and head coach Heather Hupke, Jordan Pitcher, Oswald, also Tim Nelson, Scott Cleve, Cole Trimble, as the entire roster here. Mary Puffett, Megan Brock, Addie Bailey, Kinsey Fischel, Shanna Cleve, Abby Davis, Kaylee Hush, Marley Lavore, Mackenzie Hupke, Sophie Wolf, Allison Trimble, Gabby Good, Shea Whitman, Alexis Hearn, Britt Beatty, Sydney Hearn, Abby Myborg, Allie Jo Caesar, Jaden Schultz, and Abby Cleve. The entire roster, 20 on the roster for Independence. The 5th-ranked team in the final rankings, the 4th seed here. The state tournament finishes in a tie for 5th place with that 1-1 record. And what a building block here for the future to continue for Coach Hupke and this program. As, you lose 6 talented leaders and seniors here, especially Ms. Hupke, but you bring back some players with some experience at this level. You can't replace that.
No, they've learned how to win, and that's the big thing. I'm sure that she's a pitching coach. She's not going to keep the cupboard bare here and not say, oh, I didn't realize we had a senior pitcher. She's going to have 1 or 2 kids ready to go.
No doubt about it. All right, Kevin Schickman, thanks for your help all week here, and continue to help throughout the next couple days. As want to thank our fine sponsors, 54 Sports Boosters, and especially our Independence-flavored sponsors, Bank Iowa and Independence, Nutrien Ag Solutions in Winthrop, and Cyan Charlie's in
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
Craving authentic Mexican food? Then hurry down to Rio Blanco Mexican Restaurant in Manchester today. Enjoy the best margarita around with an order of fresh guacamole or cheese queso and chips. Rio Blanco features daily specials, an extensive menu with many authentic dishes to choose from, and a kids menu too. There's something for everyone at Rio Blanco Mexican Restaurant in Manchester.
Every good athlete recognizes the value of having a great coach. If you're buying or selling a home, make sure you team up with an experienced realtor to coach you through the process. I service the entire KMCH listening area. My office is located in Manchester, across from the hospital. Contact me, Teresa Turnus, from Keller Williams Realty for all your real estate needs.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
No one can win a game by themselves. At F&M Bank, our team works together to achieve the ultimate goal, exceeding client expectations. F&M Bank is a proud supporter of all local sports teams. F&M Bank, the right choice in Manchester, Cedar Rapids, Anamosa, and Monticello. Member FDIC.
Just like you take pride in your vehicle, we take pride in the service work we provide. This is John from Georgian Auto in Manchester. Whether it's routine maintenance or major repairs, we'll take care of your car and get it back on the road. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is our complete focus.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Manchester, I'm looking out for what matters to you. Even when nothing's wrong, this is Tad Mormon, agent. Call me at 563-927-3586, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance, Tad Mormon agent, 106 East Main Street, Manchester. Tonight's a great time to try the new stuffed crust pizza at Pizza Ranch. Have one delivered while you're listening to the game, grab one for carryout, or enjoy the Pizza Ranch buffet. Then satisfy your sweet tooth with some chocolate cactus bread. Pizza Ranch in Manchester, Independence, and Owine.
Call Bi-County Disposal Incorporated for all your residential and commercial construction disposal needs. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaching staffs from Bi-County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Dubuque and Delaware counties.
Contact me, Chad Frazier, at BC Land Services in Earlville for all your maintenance projects such as tree removal and trimming, small dirt work projects, lawn seeding, and more. BC Land Services is fully insured and licensed. Contact me at 563-590-8074 or on Facebook. And best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
Financial Strategies in Dyersville and Dave's Complete Construction in Delhi wishes everyone the best during tournament action. Good luck to all teams, players, and coaches.
Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility, start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
Dan Oberbreckling Concrete and Excavating in Coggan is celebrating 50 years in business. Call Dan for all of your concrete and demolition projects.
Hello, this is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors in Independence. We are proud to support local school programs. So if you are looking for a new Chevy, Buick, or certified used car or truck, or just want to stop and say hi, stop in. That's Dunlap Motors in downtown Independence.
The staff at Bonecamp Murdoch Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Manchester and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Homes in Earlville are proud to support all area athletes and coaches. Go teams!
Clayton Drug supports all the area athletes and coaches on a successful season. Stop in and visit with one of their pharmacists today and be sure to check out their large selection of home decor and gift items. Clayton Drug in Strawberry Point, a local pharmacy you can trust.
For the best selection of Chevy, Buick, and GMCs in the area, see Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester. We offer straightforward pricing and carry a low overhead, so we can pass those savings on to you. We also take care of you after the sale and offer a state-of-the-art service department with ASE trained technicians. For a full list of our inventory, visit us on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
Delhi Insurance Agency is dedicated to Delhi and the surrounding area, and they thank you for choosing them for your insurance needs. See your insurance experts, Christy, Larry, or Sue at the Delhi Insurance Agency.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.